Hello dear audience, in this video, we are going to evaluate the system that governs American society. Conspiracy theories may come to mind for many people when they hear about revelations or investigations into the US government's governance system. It was initially a very thought-provoking fact, but then several people emerged and diverted the train of thought and disclosure of earlier people by presenting undocumented theories. These newcomers received media support and attention, and eventually all revelations, including those previously documented, were labeled by many as conspiracy theories and ridiculed. But I don't want to talk about conspiracy theories, I want to talk about the enemies of Christ, about the antichrist soldiers. The Bible tells us that for many years Christ's enemies have fought against him and deceived the people. War had been raging since Peter's time. But we are commanded to live by the Bible and its commandments. And, of course, the Bible plays an important role in our country, the United States. The President of the United States swears by it, which means he accepts it. In court, you must put your hand on the Bible and swear before you start speaking. All of our politicians swear by the Bible. And then Biden signs the same-sex marriage bill. Indeed, this law is exactly contrary to biblical teachings. He uses the way of sin. In fact, by doing so, he promotes sin in society. Christ and the apostles suffered much for this religion, but the only thing that made them happy was that we believe and do not sin. Was this work to serve Christ? Is the approval of this law, endorsed not only by Biden but also by every members of the Senate and Congress, serving Christ or serving the enemy of Christ? Satan, the enemy of Christ, wants to fill all with sin. Politicians are greatly increasing the number of homosexuals. They not only teach children about sex in school, but they also encourage them to become gay. They have defined this as a value for the child. While this is a sin, instead of teaching about sex and homosexuality, why not read 3 lines of the Bible once a week? Wouldn't it be better to serve Christ? Biden has repeatedly supported homosexuality. He has legalized same-sex marriage, and after Uganda legalized anti-homosexuality law, Biden warned Uganda that he may impose sanctions and other penalties in response. Isn't that funny? Is Uganda hostile to America? Every politician who deliberately supports same-sex marriage is serving an enemy of Christ. Now let's see who the soldiers of Christ's enemies are. Because one day Christ will come again, and you must answer him why you remain silent despite the teachings of the Bible. Why didn't you support those who protested? Fill social media with anti-homosexual photos, videos, and posts. Defend Christ and the religion he fought so hard to keep alive. Stand together against them. You have to select a team. Are you playing for God's team or are you against God's team? Your silence hurts Christ. Your silence hurts children. Look at these places. Soon they will implement the law to protect pedophiles like in Netherlands. Then anyone can rape your child anywhere, even in front of your eyes. Yes, maybe a note will be left so that at least they don't do this in front of you. And you can't even stop him or slap him, because he will sue you for your illegal work and your slapping. Your silence results in the destruction of the concept of family. Save your family and take it seriously. We will all be judged at the beginning of our lives after death. What do you say when asked why you did not defend the religion of Christ? Please share this video. And let others know with posts and photos on social networks. It is the least you can do to serve God, yourself, your children, your family, and others. God's prophet Lot also lived in a city full of homosexuals. That city was destroyed and everyone in the city died. God told him to leave the city because its people were being punished. Because they all insist on the sin of homosexuality. This is what we are moving towards. If we don't stop it, we will be destroyed by God's punishment like the city of Sodom. Together we grow stronger. Do something for yourself, your children, and God. Fill social networks with your photos and protest posts. Don't let other opponents feel lonely. Support each other against family enemies.